All right, my man, today is Tuesday. It's October 22nd. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Snake Draft Tuesday. We are joined in studio by Steven Cheah, and we are joined on Zoom by Clem. Steven, you're suited up. You look great.
Thank you. I wish I could say the same for you.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm just teasing.
Thanks for that. But yeah, you're, is everyone giving you shit today or no?
A little bit, but
yeah.
It's
like your shtick, right?
No, I mean, we've got like a client event tonight. I got some guff last year because I wore a t-shirt with a sport coat over it, and Dave was like, "You don't look nice." I was like, "I'm the top 25% of nicely dressed people here," and it was debatable. So I just shot for the moon today. So yeah,
we got AdOps Che back today.
Yeah.
I had last Thursday's show. I had McDermott on. We talked about AdOps Che.
Yeah.
You'll have to listen.
So can you give us a teaser? What the difference?
Well, people I already recorded it. Drops tomorrow, but people have already heard it since the draft comes out Tuesday. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you'll be able to hear it tomorrow. Clem, what's up?
What's going on, fellas? I love corporate Che. You know, like the newer Barstool people don't even know Che's like previous life at Barstool. They just know him as a guy who likes to talk about eating pussy and stuff, and they don't realize he was like, buttoned up fucking guy who just crushed Bucks film on the side for fun, for shits and giggles, and now he's eating corn and posting his shit on the internet.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said, Dan.
Yeah.
So yeah, today's draft is your death row meal. Somehow we haven't done this one. We are going to split it up into appetizer, main course, side, dessert, drink. It was coming up with a list for this. It's going to be hard to kill your babies.
That's
why it's hard. That's why I was saying this is hard. Do you agree with me?
So I have a few questions, concerns. So like, I think there's going to be one item on here, or a couple items on here that are like pretty closely tied. So like, is it, I want this thing from this restaurant exactly how they do it? Or is it like, I want this thing and I box everybody out of that? Because I think that makes a big difference.
So here's what I think. I think you should be as specific as possible. If there's a specific place, granted, we're not going to be taking local restaurants. We could shout them out if you take it in its regular form. But I think you should be specific if you take something from like a chain or something like that.
Yes.
That's how you should do it. And then you're free game on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So multiple people can have similar foods from different places.
At the end of the day, we want the audience to look at all the lists and be like, I would have my last meal. I would eat that person's last meal.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why if it's a burger from X or it's a burger from whatever, I think it doesn't matter.
Okay. And then other question is sides and appetizers.
That's where things get tricky.
So
especially when you got a moron like Chief next to you.
Yeah, like if you're drafting appetizers, does it have to be on the appetizer menu? And if you're drafting a side, does it have to be on the side menu? Or is it like kind of...
I think we know the line.
I think appetizers are for the table, most like typically.
Nah, but there's one there's one in my head that's like...
I have one in my head that I know you're going to give me shit for. I'm fucking taking it. And that's it.
If it doesn't fit the parameters, I can't wait to veto it.
It fits the parameters. But like you have like...
No, the reason why I said
poop brain about this stuff.
The reason why I said that to Chief is because we got into a big argument 2 weeks ago about chips and salsa at a Mexican restaurant, and I said it's an appetizer. He said it's a side.
I said it's both.
But I vehemently disagree with that. It's an appetizer.
I mean, it comes with the table.
Or it's bread. Or
that's an appetizer.
Yes.
That's an appetizer.
All right, you're agreeing with Dave.
Doesn't matter. I'm agreeing with 65% of the people that answered the poll.
65%.
That's a lot.
It's a side third. It's bread or with the free shit you get. Then it's a app. Then it's a side. It is so far down the list.
But like I don't want to do this again. I don't want to do this again. But if you go to like a fancy or like a sit down Mexican place, they will often make you guacamole at the side of your table and give you chips. Is that an appetizer or is that a side?
It's on the appetizer part of the menu, yes.
For sure.
Yeah,
no, there's that place in Old Town that it is like a distinct thing that you have it with your meal. But
the 100 restaurants I went to that are Mexican, all
100 Clem? 100 Clem?
But that one in Old Town,
I think it's qualifies as both. I obviously know that's an app.
You can use anything can qualify as both though.
No, it can't.
Most things could.
If you're going to a steakhouse, you're not going to be like, give me the fucking steamed asparagus for an appetizer. You can't. Don't try
that's
to
Chief's
say
first pick. You know that's Chief's first pick right there.
I mean, if we're blurring the lines completely, I'm gonna get freaky with the side.
No.
Yeah, Jay, get weird with it.
No,
Don't say pussy or anything though for the entree. Like that's just gross.
We live in a society, okay? For the record, the poll, it was asked, are chips and salsa at a Mexican restaurant an appetizer, a side, or both? Appetizer got 66.5% of the vote. Side got 8.8%. Both got 24.7%.
I think it's both.
The man got bodied.
But this is one of those things where it's like plenty of things the majority would have agreed with throughout history that we now look at as wrong. That happens to me on this show. It's happened 100 times. Where it's like, you idiots say that I'm wrong, and then you eventually come around.
It's a flat earther talking right there. It sounds like a flat earther.
Yeah, these guys are flat earth.
You could will this lotto ticket down to your grandson, Chief, and in 2070 he could cash it if that's what you think, because it's never going to cash. All right. Here we go. Any other questions, Steven? I like this. The room is...
I'm going to be a dick.
The room is testy.
I'm in a foul mood, and you're all going to be victims of it.
Why are you in a foul mood?
I have a statement to make. I just want to let it be known. This one was very weird. I have like 1 to 2 things in every category because I think I'm pretty specific. They get taken, I am in freak mode. It's like when you have your guy pinned in fantasy, they get taken the pick before, and I picked Sam Darnold because Jonathan Brooks went the pick before. I was like, I did not see Sam Darnold ending up on my team. It was fucking wild. That's what's going to happen here. I'm also starving right now, and I'm listing my favorite foods. I think I'm going to be a little on edge. I'm also kind of scared. It's like when you go to the grocery store hungry and you buy shit you would have never bought in a million years. I don't know what this is going to look like, but I also just got to say, I know people get angry because I'm always on the food episodes. Clem's on the shut the fuck up. All I do is win these goddamn things. And I didn't get to make a statement after last time. Large, I got put into a fucking like Goodfellas. Eddie set me up for a whacking. Large tongue lashed me about filet mignon. And then I kicked the ever-living shit out of that old man and the rest of you chumps in that poll. Domination over 50% of the poll. I'm going to win another food draft right now. I'm hungry. Sorry for being moody right now. I'm going to go Frank. Playoff baseball game tonight, Jeff.
Clem winning 50%. Just shows how stupid sometimes the polls can be, the poll results. Because he should not have won.
Just take asparagus with the number 1 pick and let's get it moving.
All right.
Asparagus. I like asparagus.
Steven Cheah. Lance has a number 1 through 5 behind his back. What number is it?
Give me 2.
No.
Clem.
3.
No.
Chief.
4.
No.
Dave.
5.
Correct. 5.
That's 2 in a row, Dave.
Wow, that is 2 in a row. I'll go second.
All right. 1 through 4 to me. I'm going to say 4.
No.
Cheah.
2.
No.
Clem.
1.
Correct.
What did Dave choose?
Dave
2.
took second.
I have such a freak mode list. I'll go 3. I don't like being the first pick.
All right. 1 through 3, Chief.
1.
No.
2.
No.
Cheah.
4.
Dumbass.
No, unfortunately.
Oh, that's the best guess yet. There's only 3 picks, right?
3.
Yeah.
That's the best one. Has anyone ever done that before? Or is that
We
first?
did it like 2
times.
weeks ago and got like...
It happens shockingly a lot. Like,
you're amending your list and it gets to and you...
yeah.
But like saying a number that's already said is one thing. Saying a number that you cannot.
No, that happens. It happens a lot.
That's the fucking freaks at Barstool. That's why Dave hires us, because of our dumb brains, right?
Yeah.
What number is it, Dave?
I think it's me. I think it's 3.
3.
Yeah, it's 3. All right, so I could go 1st, 4th, or 5th. Damn. I'm gonna go 4th. 1 or 2, Chief.
2.
No.
Fuck you.
Cheah.
1.
Correct.
1st or 5th.
Ooh.
I'm going to go 1.
This scares me because I needed anybody but Shay in front of me.
Why?
Because I think I know what 1 and 2 are maybe going to be.
Why?
And
Why do
I
you think you know that?
Because I think there's 2 easy answers for 1 and 2. At least we'll see. We'll get there.
Right.
Well, it depends if asparagus won, different.
True. Before we get into it, though, I do want to talk about our friends at Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Listen, you guys know how much we love Game Time. Now with their brand new Game Time Picks feature, they're making it easier than ever to get to a game. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching throughout thousands of tickets. I just pulled it up here. I'm seeing Usher at the United Center for as low as $75. Usher plays there on October 29th, so that's a great deal. Usher's got bangers. Everyone knows that. So go check that out. Use the Game Time app and find these great deals on these seats. And you just pull it up, you turn on the GT Picks feature setting at the top of the screen, or browse the best local Game Time Picks deals near you on your Game Time app homepage. So I don't know what you're waiting for. Go buy those Usher tickets for $75. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code DOGWALK for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code DOGWALK for $20 off. Download the Game Time app. What time is it? Game time. All right, here we go. The Death Row Meal draft. Jay, you're on the clock.
All right. This one, in my mind, is easy. And you have to consider this, like, you want to get everything in together. Therefore, I do not want to take up that much room. So I know Clem's going to be on my side with this. We're going filet mignon. From Morton's,
Jay.
From Morton's, 7-ounce Wagyu. Yes. This is the way. Like, I personally like filet mignon. I think is very, very good. I also like a New York strip. Prime rib is a little bit below that for me, but I don't want to get so full on one of these ingredients because all of these are great. So
Chase walking his figure as he's doing the green.
Yeah.
Like, who fucking cares,
Listen,
dude?
Yeah.
Extend this meal until
if you eat until you die, who cares?
What is wrong with you?
I'm not trying to spend my last couple hours on Earth with a tummy ache.
Who gives a shit?
Like, I want to be full. I do not want to be about to vomit full. And I love the New York strip steak, and I think that's a great option.
Okay, well, what about this? Why not just get the New York strip and then not eat all of it?
I think if we're going ounce for ounce, I think filet mignon is better than New York strip.
Are you getting a 4-ouncer or what? Give me an ounce here.
Seven.
Oh, 7. Sorry,
seven Wagyu.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm with that. You
That's
could maybe up it to 10, but like, again, I'm gonna have the rest of my portions are going to be large. I don't want to give away too much of my strategy, but there are some picks where I'm going to be a little bit heavier on those. Okay. So I want steak to be it, and I want it to be the main part. I don't want it to be the overwhelmingly main part.
Okay.
So now, we talked about this before. Is steak off the board or other?
No, I don't think so.
I love how specific he was. He said Morton's, which I appreciate because,
yes,
there is something to saying a spot that everyone could, most people could recognize, I should say.
And most people, I'd say 90% of people have had a filet mignon.
That's why I asked about that question to start, because, like, yes, I shouldn't box out steak. Like, steak, I would assume
Eddie
steak
was
is
saying
on most
that
people's.
he might box it out once steak's gone. It's gone.
I don't think for this, it's so
enough.
specific.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. All right, so Clem, you're back-to-back filet mignon boy.
Boys, this look. It's the Jordan. Like, what do you want me to tell you? I told you. This is the last 2 food drafts. Filet mignon's been 1-1. And Jay, hey, listen, buddy. That took me to a more than 50% all win. I hope the same for you if I can't win it all, pal. Filet mignon to the fucking moon, baby.
7-ounce filet Wagyu from Morton's.
You're not wasting anything. Whereas if I go to steakhouse, typically I'm going to get the New York strip steak. I will get filet sometimes. If they have like a 10 or 14 ounce, sometimes I'll get that. But for the purposes of my last meal, it's not all going to be steak.
Okay.
And that's all I can say at this moment.
And I think that's
okay.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Right.
Boys, from the Zoom right now, Che with his nice getup and his computer with just the Bucks logo, it looks like I'm talking to like an NFL GM right now. And he's talking about his strategy of how he just took the Wagyu 1-1.
Yeah, he's in, what's that movie called?
Draft Day?
Draft
Day.
Dave, you're up.
I'm just going at the absolute most personal picks I can possibly go with, and I want to one up like we did in the meat draft. I want to do it again, but if I'm being completely honest with myself and it was my actual last meal, I think gun to head I would go with an Al's Pizza for my entree.
So Chicago style thin crust.
We don't have to go Al's because
yes, Chicago style thin crust. Yes, but Al's would be your specific.
That would be my specific. Yes, I think I would do that over any cut of steak. Obviously, nostalgia plays into that. It's my grown-up pizza place, but gun to head, I think that's what I would go with.
That shouldn't be on anybody's board. Pizza for your last meal, thin crust pizza, it's fine.
That might have been my first pick too.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I'm going like more nostalgia personal too.
Yeah,
nostalgia person, but like that's your entree. So you have a proteinless meal.
No, I go pepperoni sausage, but pretty
jarred.
Much. Well, there's no
you wouldn't
protein
put
in jarred.
Okay. No, but that's like your order. I feel like.
Okay.
I like to put the jarred on myself because I can control the intake outtake. But I would go pepperoni and sausage.
I'm shocked.
Well done.
Nothing has to make sense. Like for instance, Timothy McVeigh had 2 pints of mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Yep.
I saw a bunch of. So there was
his tummy was hurting.
Oh, hurting bad.
Going to hell.
Hurting bad. They had a ranking list of like all the famous, like Timothy McVeigh.
Gacy had a bucket of fried chicken
from KFC. Yeah,
and
like a 20. That's exact. That was the exact list I saw. Yeah,
12 shrimp, and fresh strawberries. So like, this meal doesn't have to make sense.
Yeah,
okay.
But I think it's a great pick.
I know it's not the expensive pick. I could have taken an insane cut of meat, whatever. But I think if I were on death row, I think that's what I would go with.
Yeah, no, I love
that pizza.
It's you took it. I'm upset that I can't have Chicago style pizza on my death row meal. Clem, thoughts?
So, first of all, this is the kind of draft I thought it's going to shake out as, which I think makes it unique. On the graphic, it's going to look very weird to the people who haven't listened, or the people who are just thinking, all right, the 5 best of each thing. No, if I wanted to put together the best 5 parts of a meal, I would draft that. I'm thinking death row, what I want, and I'm basically going out of this world and whatever I want to experience. So like you said, this is the last thing you're going to have, Al's Pizza. I feel like any other pizza that's not Al's should still be on the board for you, Ed, now.
Yeah.
Chicago style.
So I drafted Chicago style.
I can't take Chicago style thin crust. That's the difference.
Right.
Okay.
Right. He could take East Coast or whatever.
Yeah.
Name John's on Bleecker.
But you could have a deep dish, Chicago style.
Correct.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, which I wanted Chicago style thing. It's what I grew up on. It's what I would want last.
That's fair.
Like if I wound up in another planet in Mars with Elon Musk, I would miss Chicago. That'd be the food I miss the most.
Clem, you're up.
All right, so this kind of goes into the personalized thing. And when I took the third pick, and then these two were talking about going one way or another, I'm like, holy fuck, I'm gonna lose like the app that it's kind of my thing. It's pigs in a blanket, Swish. It's the greatest fucking appetizer of all time. And I was like, if I finally don't take the one pick, because the one pick comes with pressure. You might have Large come on and fucking shame you before you kick the shit out of him in the bowl. I got worried about that. Nope, I got pigs in a blanket. Preferably, maybe we have like the little waiter come around. When that waiter is carrying the pigs in a blanket at a wedding, people move towards the door, they nudge, they let you know, and that person is going in and out. So I just love myself a pigs in a blanket. Little more heft, maybe too heavy for Steven, who's trying to limit his room. But for me, load me with pigs in a blanket, baby. Just keep them coming. Keep fucking rolling with pigs in a blanket. Little dipping, a bunch of different dipping sauces too. I don't think that's too much to ask for my last meal, right?
Is there one brand or place that you think does it the best?
I like to make them homemade, preferably. I like to cut them up. And that's the best is like you go to Thanksgiving and people are doing the turkey and they're grinding over all these things. And I just, open a couple of crescent rolls, pop up a clip and cut up some, I guess, Nathan's, Hebrew National, Sabret. They kind of all go, I think.
Okay.
Anything that's beef.
Yes, anything
any
that's
beef hot dog.
I think this is a very good pick. The only concern about this, play out this a real scenario, Clem. What if you order these? What's an acceptable amount to bring? Well, like, what if they just bring in 3? That would be infuriating.
Every single thing is till I say stop, I think, right? Like, I'm low-key trying to kill myself before they put me in the chair.
Fucking Swish. Keep bringing them. Yeah.
Not Steven Cheah, though.
Yeah.
So
Sir,
Sir,
that looks like an 8 ounce.
Yeah.
Sir,
Notoriously, I ruined a Thanksgiving because of myself because I ate too much pigs in a blanket. It was the only time, and I was like, man, I really fucked up there. And it's like I have to put like a, what do they call it, like a governor on now in my brain and be like, dude, pump the brakes on the pigs in a blanket. This is the birds' day, not the pigs in a blanket's day.
What is a normal count for you for pigs in a blanket?
I mean, am I going crazy or am I, like I'd say like, I don't know, 10?
Okay. All right.
Probably about 2 dogs worth.
yeah, probably about 2 dogs.
Yeah,
What do you
so
think about
they'll
this?
bring it to you in a basket.
That's
Exactly.
that's Clem's signature thing. That's not my favorite appetizer, so I would not go there. But I understand, if these are all nostalgia plays, that's 100%. That's Clem's brand. Swish.
So it's fine.
That's right, Stevie, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, I think this is a good pick for you, Clem. Obviously for branding reasons, and I wanted to find a way to have the hot dog make my board. I couldn't bring myself to it, even though I love hot dogs.
This was
but
like,
this was a good way to do it.
I was the same as Ed right there. There was like some that I had to make a cut that for the first time in all the lists I've put together for making these drafts, I like felt guilty about. Because I like have a personal connection.
Yeah, that's why
with
it's
a hot
hard.
dog.
That's why I think this is
Exactly.
a really hard draft.
It's like,
All right. It's to me.
I'm sorry. Was that an app?
Yes, app.
Okay. All right.
Also, do you guys like know your genuine death row meal?
I'm trying to go for
You're
it.
trying
right
to build
here.
it?
Trying
Yeah.
to do it.
Because I can build it, but I don't think it'll come out the way I want it. Because it's not as sectored as the way we have it.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, like mine is outside of our categories.
Oh, we'll see. I'd like to know at the end what your full one is.
Are you worried about the pairings? Like this food doesn't go with that food?
No, no,
Are you worried
I'm
about
not
that at all?
taking that into account whatsoever. It'll be the grossest mix ever, and I don't care.
Fair. I feel that.
All right, appetizer. This is very hard. I'm going to have to kill a lot of good people here, but
A lot of good soldiers.
yeah. But I need wings. So I'm going to go with buffalo wings. So I assume that's for an appetizer, and this is one that could have been argued as either, I believe. An appetizer, I'm getting a basket of like 8 to share for the table, right?
Yeah.
I would choose Buffalo Joe's or Bird's Nest. Those are my favorite wing places in Chicago. I love Hooters too. So just
Buffalo
a little-
sauce.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So buffalo wings.
Okay.
Mild, medium, hot. What are we doing, Ed?
I'll go with a medium because I want to
What
keep.
kind of dipping are we doing? 2 blue cheese, ranch?
We're doing ranch. I'm a ranch guy,
I'm a ranch guy.
which I know is sacrilegious to
No, it's not.
East Coast people, but
Is that more popular here? Is ranch more popular?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Really?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to a lot of things. People's shame on coffee, on how much you cook your steak. It's like, the way I like my steak is however you think I should like it. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? But I do think, same with the sauces. Like, as White Sox Dave once said, Mr. Boot himself, live and let live. Like, let Eddie fucking have ranch. I'm a blue cheese guy. Teach their own. You know, you want to go mild, go mild. You want to go hot, go hot.
My thing with blue cheese is I feel like I want a very reputable one that I know has a good reputation, and then maybe I'll warm up to it, but I don't feel like I trust a lot of places blue cheese is.
I love blue cheese aside from with wings because I want to taste the wing more than blue cheese, and blue cheese takes over a lot, I think.
That's a fair argument.
Okay. How do we
A
feel
place's
about
blue
this
cheese
pick?
is very important to their wing. It's very
Yes.
important to their wing. And there's my go-to wings. They all have great blue cheeses. That some are like homemade and shit. It's legit. I'll take you to it, Ed, next time you're out here.
Okay. I like that. No qualms with this pick, sounds like.
And that's app, you said?
Yeah.
I'm okay with
That'll
the
be my
fact that it's in an app, which is correct because it is on the appetizer menu and appetizer section of most menus. I think that's a really good pick.
Thank you.
I'm still a little salty Jeff Delow didn't let me take the Buffalo Wild Wings apps in our casual sit-down draft. I do understand it's a different section. I just think he was very upset about that, and it made me feel unwelcome on the podcast.
All right, Chief.
All right, I'll go dessert first. I just want a peanut butter cup blizzard. Like that to me is, I love ice cream. I love Reese's, as everybody knows, and no other replacement types. And yeah, so I think that to me, like, I know I want to have my last bite of the meal be that, and then you can take me away.
So Dairy Queen specific, though, right?
Yeah, I
Is
said
that what you're
blizzard.
saying?
Yeah.
That's what I assumed.
Yeah.
Just wanted to.
I gotta say, I'm proud of everybody so far. I was intentionally going to stray from the super bougie, expensive meals and like go right to the like what I was built on. And it seems like you guys are doing the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think
this is true to the draft.
Yeah.
We're doing. A lot of these guys, if you look at the menus, like you said, Ed, it's not fucking, the fanciest shit in the world. It's just shit they liked. Probably because they're just like probably usually poor, terrible people. But nonetheless, I think checks out. So, Chief, listen to this, bud. You choose that. I won't take a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I'm not going to stop and cry and kick my feet. It's not fair. He chose Peanut Butter Cup. I want the egg. I won't do that. You could have all the peanut butter cups on the board, Chief.
It's brave of you, Clem.
I don't know what that was.
That was
when I took the peanut butter cup and you tried to go with the egg or the pumpkin or whatever you try to do.
Oh yeah. Well, it's a different shape.
No, like if you wanted to take the Reese's Pieces Blizzard, I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
I'd be okay
totally.
with that.
I wouldn't take the Carvalanche Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Just wouldn't do it.
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
It's the Carvel version. You guys don't have Carvel out there, right?
No.
Yeah.
No. What do you view as the number one Blizzard? Obviously,
That's
for you, what like
M&Ms are close for me.
Oh, see, I think it's Oreo in a landslide.
If I'm being honest, I don't care for Dairy Queen that much.
I don't either, really, but that's what I still think is number one.
Butterfinger, Reese's Peanut.
What are you?
Whatever.
I would say, I mean, I haven't gotten a Blizzard in so long, but just based off the candy, I would go Reese's or M&M's.
Clem.
Same. Dairy Queen. We didn't have a Dairy Queen going up. I just had them somewhat recently. They got one out here. I was a little let down by it. I guess maybe I had high expectations, and I also grew up with the Carvel one, which is incredible. Also, I don't know if you do this Dairy Queen, throw some rainbow sprinkles in. We're all rainbow sprinkles guys, right, on the pod?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you go a little rainbow sprinkles in there, treat yourself. They don't tell you no. You can throw a couple different toppings in there.
Again, I guess I'm in the minority in the panel.
Never occurred to me to put sprinkles in a Blizzard.
Yeah, one of my buddies worked at Carvel. He's like, "Oh, I'll throw some sprinkles in there too." I'm like, "Wait, is that like legal?" Like I thought it was illegal. I didn't even know you could do it.
Turn the security cameras off first.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Chief, second round.
All right, I'm going with side, and this is very like niche. I want my mom's mashed potatoes. So mashed potatoes, I can't I've tried to make mashed potatoes. They always come out. They're fine. They come out, but they come out like a paste, like a spread. My mom's are like light and fluffy and buttery and delicious. And we've had mashed potatoes at steakhouses all over this country, the three of us traveling around. I would still take my mom's over any restaurant I've ever had. And so, yeah, I'm having Marianne come in with a big, big thing of mashed potatoes.
I mean, you took that in the second round? You think your mom's mashed potatoes are not going to be available in the last round?
All right. Well, if someone else came in and take, I wanted to be specific.
I mean,
that's
Steven,
outrageous pick.
Hold on, Steven.
Someone else can't.
He just moved into check. Right there
No.
with that.
Because I know for a fact, it's not like I could go and take a filet mignon from some other place and be like, well, mine is better than yours, Steven. I'm taking mashed potatoes. Specifically, I like the ones that my mom makes. So to me, it's not check, you dummy. It's the exact same analogy if I took a different filet mignon. You're not taking filet mignon and no one else is taking mashed potatoes.
White Sox Dave, move that chest peak back, hands up.
I smashed it off the board.
Hand up.
It's removed.
I was taking Chief's mom's mashed potatoes with my next pick. It's good. She makes it for me all the time. They're the best. Chief, would she make you the mashed potatoes if you're on death row? Like if you had been convicted of a crime that was worthy of the death penalty, you're still her baby, but you're asking for her mashed potatoes. Do you think she makes them for him? And what did you do to get on death row?
Well, something pretty fucking bad. Should we call her and ask?
I just want to know what you did. What did you do? Did you murder people?
I think that's how you get on death row, Clem.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of ways to get on death row.
Men, women, children? Do you murder children, Chief? You said I wouldn't cook potatoes.
They might have. I think Marianne would still make those. She still would? I think she still would.
That's good. It's a good mom.
Unless I killed like another family member.
Yeah, then you'd be.
Yeah.
What about Eddie?
Up Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
She does like Eddie, but I think she'd still make him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a last meal. It's humane.
Yeah.
No,
you don't like
as much potatoes? As I want to fucking dig into you, I agree. Like you took mashed potatoes. You're just saying you'd prefer them to be your mom.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Which it's an elite side.
It's an elite side. We get them every single time we're out.
Load it with garlic.
Yeah. Garlic. Yeah.
The last time I made them, just for shits and giggles, I put a little duck fat in them. Oof.
Nice.
Yeah, when you're mixing it up, just pour it in. Oof.
Nice.
Oof.
Chief, is this your mom's best dish?
We'll have to wait and find out.
Oh, all right. Next
No,
round.
I
The
do.
last round.
I love mashed potatoes. It is like my favorite side, and I do think I like hers better than any place I've ever had. So
That's fair.
yeah, she's a good cook though.
All right, I'm up. I'm going to go side. There's one I really want, but at the same time, it's not really, I don't know. It's not computable, I guess I should say. So I'm going to go with 2 McDonald's hash browns. So Dave can't take it.
It would have been my next pick.
Really?
I don't know what they put in those things. I don't think they're real potatoes. I don't care. They're my favorite fast food item on planet.
They gotta be real potatoes, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not. I wouldn't be surprised if they're not.
They better be crispy. They better not be undercooked.
There is that one that Dave posted. We've talked about it before.
It literally was blessed by God.
It was like the sun was emanating around
Yeah.
it. It was.
Yeah.
You could hang it in the Louvre, and it was crisped up perfectly.
Oof. It was so hot. Just a little singe on my tongue, so that hot oil was letting me know it was there, but not quite overwhelming. I love that. It's. I will say they have gotten smaller.
Have they?
Yeah, they've incrementally smaller and smaller because I've gone and seen the first, and they're like taking up most of the wrapper, and here and there you'll get ones that you're like you have to fold the paper so it stays in almost. But it's a fantastic pick. I love those things.
They're great. They're great. I'm surprised you took it.
I'll explain after.
No, you can explain now.
Well, I told you I'm going to give you like my full meal at the end.
But this is, but like
I think it's too like I think some of them are too personal to draft. So I went with it.
I just took my mother's mashed potatoes.
Yeah, but I think that's a bad move.
No, it's not. Mashed potatoes are great. And
I
these
know.
are the best ones.
I know, but I'm going with the actual tangible things that people have had.
People have had mashed potatoes.
I know, I understand that, but
I don't think you do.
I think most people have had mashed potatoes, Ed.
thanks, Dave. Thank you for letting me.
All right. I mean, good pick.
Does anyone not like the pick?
I don't think it's a very.
I don't really like it for you.
I don't know
Why?
that I've ever seen you eat one.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Like it.
Miracle?
sure
We have a miracle situation going on?
Oh, possibly.
I've had a hash brown with Lance before.
Yeah, we've had hash browns. I think that 2 is too few. You should go 4.
That's a lot.
2's the perfect amount. Like if we're just talking everyday life, 2's that's the go-to.
Yeah,
One's
your
not
last
near
meal.
enough. 2's perfect.
Fellas, I'm telling you right now, all my picks is all you can eat. We're fucking on death row here. We're going until we fucking can't breathe anymore.
Yeah.
Literally, again.
I'm also shaping my board to win too.
How about
So I'm taking things that I see as like an equal or maybe a little lesser.
Pander? Okay.
That's fine. I fully admit it then.
Here's a potential problem
What?
with this pick. I don't think that those things travel very well. You need to get them right from the drive-through, right piping hot handed to you. If there's someone, if you're in death row and the guard is bringing that in, it's traveled at least probably 20 minutes to get to you. It's not.
Yeah, your melted ass Reese's Blizzard is going to make it just as well.
Yeah.
Pack that.
Hey,
shit
Dave,
in ice.
put his ass back in a check.
Pack that thing in ice.
Put him in check.
We've had Reese's the Blizzards delivered to this office thanks to Big Cat no less than a dozen times.
How often has your mom's mashed potatoes traveled?
Many times.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
That's those.
What are you, crazy?
Insanely easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if she comes in to cook it, though. Seeing her son on death row, it might be too much for her.
Have you ever pandered on a draft? Or
Pandered?
Yeah. Or
Everyone
you just?
to a degree.
What about last week? Did you pander at all?
What did I take last week?
I meant to ask you this. You were giving me shit about taking Sweet Caroline. You're like, oh, fuck that. That's not one of your favorite 5 songs ever, blah, blah, blah. And while you are correct, and I did admit to a pander, I just noticed your list. I have never heard you play the Beatles at any point ever in all the road trips that we have taken together. And I have never heard you mention the song Hey Jude. Is that a top 5 favorite song of yours of all time? With a name in it?
With a name in it?
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know about that one.
For sure.
Am I wrong there, Ed?
Hey, Dave, if you want to take a trip with me to England, we'll sing it at the Forest Games too. So it'll be great.
That would be
Off the
fun.
rails,
Yeah.
I
Do they
love
do
it.
that there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a nice little tradition.
I told you what I'm doing this draft. So
You're having a cold soggy.
I got my next pick already.
that's not
can't
true.
Take it.
If we're talking about traveling, Steven Cheah's got a 7-ounce Wagyu in a box. That's not ideal. Like if
No, they probably they have kitchens at jail.
They also don't need to. Like a steak isn't meant to be had piping hot.
oh my God, listen.
We're not dealing with delivery here.
I was just assuming my Al's pizza was fresh out that oven that's been there
this
since
is
1956.
Hey, sorry for trying to poke holes, guys.
What a dick, dude.
Well,
He is
because
a
my
dick,
pick is
isn't
going to
he?
get fucked by that too, by that same logic, Chief. So I'm setting myself up to look good.
Clem, you're up.
I'm going, and when Eddie said the M word, I was like, oh fuck. I'm going McDonald's as well, Ed, and I'm getting specifically a supersized fries. I want the boxes back from the 90s. We're bringing it back. We're bringing back supersized ever since the you-know-who, Dave, took them off the menu.
Yep.
The you-know-who's of this world. We're bringing supersized back, and I'm going to have 100 supersized fries, and I'm going to keep eating those motherfuckers with my pigs in a blanket, and it's going to feel like the 90s all over again. All that nostalgia will wipe away all the fear of me about to meet my maker. Supersized McDonald's fries, because at the end of the day, it's about the nostalgia. I'm telling you, when I leave Earth, one of the foods I'm going to think of is McDonald's fries, how magical they were, how good they smell, how good they taste. And this is the other thing about McDonald's that only the real foodies know. I know, Ed, you agree with me on this. That smell you get of the oil outside the restaurant, that might be better than anything inside the restaurant. I don't know what that is, but it is fucking magical, and it's because of the fries. McDonald's supersized fries.
We've drafted smells, right?
Yeah.
I would imagine like just frying oil was drafted, right?
I don't think it was.
Oh, I love that smell.
The smell of the oil by itself isn't great. It's what goes into it that creates.
Right, of course.
Sometimes I think it's too strong. I don't like
No, but when you're walking around outside and you can get like
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
whiff of it, that's what he's talking about. That's an elite smell.
I don't know why it's different outside than inside. I'm sure maybe it's the stuff that's in the garbage and it's just like congealed or something, but it smells, it's like that and gasoline are just two of the best smells you ever smell.
I love gasoline too.
Clem, you're cooking, man. Like, I obviously had McDonald's fries in my board, but the fact that you went with the supersized box is just, it's just respect.
This is like, I'm targeting like the bullseye of the bullseye right now because it's very unique to me, right? So I'm just going with what I know, and I'm kind of winging it. I was a late replacement for someone. I kind of warming up in the bullpen trying to figure it out. So I was like, I'm just going to let it fly. And the fact that the draft is breaking this kind of way makes me feel good about it. And again, I feel good. My snack boy brother, Mickey D's. Dave sees this graphic. He's going to be laughing his ass off seeing the big boys go with it.
Hey, Clem, back in 1999, you could get a Big Mac meal for $2.99. $2.99, and you could supersize it for an extra 39 cents. Can't
you
do
know
that
what they
anymore.
brought the supersize on the menu? What box office blockbuster is the reason supersize existed? Jurassic Park.
Oh.
Tell me that isn't just beautiful Americana right there.
That is American.
That
as it
is
gets.
Americana.
Wow.
And then what happened? All the you-know-whos took it off the menu, basically burning the flag in the process, putting it in a deep fryer.
They were in cahoots with Bin Laden.
Frying oil was not drafted in the smell stream.
No?
Yeah.
Nope.
Ooh, that's a great smell.
Everyone, nobody hates this pick, right?
No.
No, great. How can you hate McDonald's fries?
Yeah.
When they get cold, that's why I was like, we're not doing this because then I know when they travel to me in the jail, it's tough.
I was just trying to be a dick.
White Sox Dave.
I'm also going to the appetizer menu, and I'm going with mozzarella sticks. Obviously, I got a cheese-heavy and mozzarella-heavy board so far, but I don't give a shit. Mozzarella sticks, the floor with them is typically very high. Typically, if you're ordering mozzarella sticks, you're getting great fried food. Now, there are places that take it a step above, and they're just like out of this world good. But I'm just going standard mozzarella stick. Like any Red Hot's place in Chicago, you can get them. They're all basically the same, just a standard mozzarella stick.
Yeah. Fantastic pick, Dave. The only problem with mozzas is when they undercook them or they overcook them and they explode. Sometimes you get.
I don't mind the exploded. The undercook,
but if there's no integrity, if it's falling apart when you try to pick it up, that's a problem.
Definitely, you gotta let it sit and like.
And you get
again.
a bad marinara sometimes too.
Do you like hot or cold marinara? I don't care.
I don't care either. I'll be honest. I don't really care.
Gun to head, I think I'd go cold though.
Really, I think I'd go hot gun to head.
I don't know though.
But I like it. I like that you took. I like that you
Just
didn't
cheap.
pick like a specific brand because I don't think anyone does it like the local places.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was
Mod Sticks almost killed me when I was 7. I had to have the Heimlich removed.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Almost
at a restaurant from a stranger had to give me the Heimlich.
Did it shoot across the room and like land in someone's chili?
No, it like plopped out on the table.
That's not fun.
Yeah. Would you want someone to, if you're choking on a Mod Stick, would you just say, let me go? Or,
It'd add to the story for sure.
but you're dying. So would you rather just be like, I'll die this way? Or like, would you want to be like,
No, I'd want to be saved, but in the process of being saved, I'd prefer there to be like a projectile that could potentially like take someone's eye out.
all right. So you're not
Like in
taking,
Mrs. Doubtfire.
it's not capital punishment by mozzarella stick.
No.
Okay. All right.
Like,
I had a very specific. I had two. So I was talking to this with the Yankee fans because they get Applebee's for their streams, and they were saying how Applebee's has elite Mod Sticks, which I do believe is true. It's been a while since I've had them. Friendly's also regional by me. Great Mod Stick.
Clem?
This is why I would have. What's up?
That was the Mod Stick that almost killed me when I was 7.
Friendlies?
Yes, it was actually Friendly's. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, they're going to kill me in a different way years from now, probably. They're going to be like, reason number 1 I die of the coronary. But I think it helps, in my opinion, to choose the Mod Stick that you want. I mean, if you go to a local bar and grill, whatever, like, I think there's 2 kinds of Mod Sticks in this world. There's the, like, it has, like, the little bit of black. It almost looks like a seasoned breadcrumb for the crumbing. And then there's the one that's just like the casing. I do not like the casings. I like something that they're not square. They're more round.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. The rounded ones.
Yes.
And it's got the little Italian seasoning mixed into the crumbs.
Yeah. Like everyone talks about how Arby's has great mozzarella sticks. I don't think so. Because I think they are what you're talking about.
They just have Mod Sticks, which is better than no Mod Sticks, essentially.
Yeah, for sure. Good pick, Dave. I looked at it. Che.
I'm going dessert, and I almost took this 1-1 overall. It is a very specific dessert, and I like ice cream, and I think ice cream is very good. I love whipped cream. There's one place that does this better than any other. Peter Luger's Special Holy Cow Hot Fudge Sunday with homemade schlag, which is their whipped cream. It's a little bit heavier cream. This is the best dessert this might be the best food I've ever had. And again, I like ice cream. It's very good. This is very hot foot. You go to a steakhouse, you're expecting the best thing to be steak. The best thing I had at the steakhouse was the ice cream sundae, and the steak was tremendous. It comes in one of those old school Sunday dishes, kind of like a cone upside down, filled with hot fudge on the bottom. We got kind of a vanilla-y ice cream. We got the schlag, the whole whipped cream. It doesn't come out in the whipped cream in like a can, which I love.
It? Yeah. Ooh.
But it's homemade whipped cream, a little heavier. We got a little chocolate sauce hot fudge on the top. You got whipped cream. You got a little Peter Luger's chocolate branded. You got the candle in it for a little celebration effect.
You're dying.
This is...
It looks
the
awesome.
best
I'm
thing.
looking at. He's got it pulled up. It looks absolutely spectacular. You should send that to Ken Jack because that should be on the graph.
So you're taking a hot fudge sundae.
Yes.
Yeah.
Peter Luger's specifically, but yes.
But that's for the audio.
I don't think anybody else should be able
for
to
the graphic. I'm putting hot fudge sundae.
That looks spectacular.
I'm looking this up now.
Good pick.
It's if you ever go to Peter, that is an.
My mouth's watering.
Order.
My mouth's watering.
Yeah, I've never been.
I've been once and I didn't get this. Now I feel failed.
Is that like a thing that people know about in New York? Where it's like if you're going to Luger's, you finish your meal with this?
I think I've been there twice, and the waiter told us you gotta get this.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I've never been to Luger's either.
It comes with little gold coins, the little chocolates too, which is
Nice touch.
Cherry?
Yes, little cherry on top.
Yeah, of course. Right.
What do you say, Clem?
I've never been to Luger's. I gotta go. It's just one of those things that's like I'm just pissed. I've lived in New York for all my life and I've just never been. And now I know my dessert. I know I'm gonna get. I think the bacon's good. Obviously, I'll get myself a little filet, as all cultured people would be getting. The thing is, you have to go to the Google Images because the picture looks good. It's so much bigger than it looks in the Luger's website. You go to Images, there's this kid with the sundae in front of him. It's like the size of the kid's fucking torso. His thing is humongous. Hot Fudge Sunday is an elite sundae. It's probably it's probably 1-1 if you were drafting sundaes. And that sounds absolutely delicious, Steve. The fact that it has like the specialty made whipped cream shows me the detail and the care that you think you get from Luger's. However, I will say this: watching you describe that pick, all suited up with your fancy watch on, you just looked like such a douchebag finance and I was getting so mad. I'm like, I know this isn't Steve, but you looked like fucking Steven, the finance guy, telling me about Luger's.
Brick watch, baby.
Is it a brick watch?
It is.
That brick?
Yeah. Bricked
Nice. Good man.
Hey, let's take a moment to talk about Beard Guys. Step up your beard game and unleash your beast with Beard Guys. Hair on your face is different from hair on your body. Specific products are needed. Beard Guys is products that wash, hydrate, and help style your beard. You can start your day off right with a 2-in-1 wash and tame. It's a wash and conditioner combo that is meant to cleanse and condition your beard. It's citrus scent. Everyone loves citrus scent, so I think you'll be really happy with that. You could also lock that beard in and style it with some matte styling clay. This product has kaolin clay to help keep your beard in place and can be used for your hair as well. Listen, the texture of your beard, it's just going to be in a different spot. Like, you'll be feeling great and it'll be looking great. So you can apply that and you'll see the effects. So yeah, whether you're a seasoned vet or a rookie beginning the bearded journey, Beard Guys is the brand for your beard. You can find Beard Guys at your local Walmart and Walgreens. Go check them out. And yeah, get in the game and step up your beard game, like I said, with Beard Guys. You're up again, Steve.
So I have a request for the group because I have something that I have to pick. I think it's not going to be on menus. I would like to file it as a side. And it is movie popcorn.
I think that's allowed.
Movie popcorn is my favorite food.
I'm sure you could get that at an actual death row, so I'd say yeah.
I'm fine with you taking it, but I'm trying to decide if it's an app or a side.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now.
That's my request because it is not on any menu. So it's not on the appetizer
why don't
menu,
you he doesn't have either
it is,
yet, so he could have.
Now, hold on. Now, if we say it's an app, will you decline it?
You just said it's your favorite food.
Yeah. I think I'd take it. It would adjust my strategy slightly.
Because I guess this could fit into it's on the table and you get there vein.
Not movie. Regular popcorn, yeah.
Yeah.
Movie popcorn, you can honestly make the argument it's an entree. Because like that's the main.
I was going to say that too, yeah.
I think you can put it where you want.
I don't really care. Wherever you... I think you could make the case that it's an entree. Well, he's already got an entree, so it can't be.
Right.
But
I'm fine with it being your side.
I will say this. I'm like, where would you see a menu where it has it on something? Alamo Draft House has it listed as an appetizer.
Movie popcorn? Oh,
it's a movie theater?
Alamo Draft House is a movie theater, yes.
Yeah, it's a movie theater, and it has appetizers, but then it has entrees as well. Pizza, sandwiches, all that kind of stuff. So we're listed in the appetizers. I'm cool with whatever kind of. In death row, they're not doing like it's technically a side, it's technically this, technically that. Listed as appetizer, but I'm good with whatever the panel decides.
I think we're all in agreement then.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. And I think it's a great pick.
This is my favorite food. Every time I go to the movies, now I'm going a little bit more, so maybe I'm going 2-3 times a month. Giant tub of movie popcorn, and this is kind of the logic behind the filet because I am having a ton of movie popcorn, and we're buttering it in the middle, and we're buttering it on the top. We're going salt on the top. Regal Theaters, this is just a message to Regal Theaters. You guys need to salt your popcorn because it is bad. It's an epidemic. There is way too little salt on the Regal popcorn. AMC does it right. You can add it yourself. They have little salt packets.
Cinemark has good popcorn too.
Yeah. When I went to the Alamo that one time, it was a little much, and it came in the bowl. I wanted it in a bag or I wanted it in a tub.
Yeah.
And
can I say though, you are a fraud in some respects.
Why is that?
Because you've always said that you finish a whole tub during the previews.
I finish not an entire tub. I finish half, about maybe 2/3, and then we go back.
Okay, because I was going to say when we went to the movies a month or so ago, I was closely monitoring you. I'm like, how does this guy shovel this much in his mouth during the previews? But you did get a refill, but you were like half done.
I think we were a little bit late too.
We were a little late, fair.
Yeah. So yeah, I eat as much as I can, and then when I feel it's going to be the last preview or a preview I don't like, refill time. That's why you get the AMC premiere.
That was the most cordial fraud call out I've ever heard. You might be a fraud in some respects sometimes. Usually it's like, you're a fucking fraud.
No, I mean, talk to my dentist. I eat a lot of movie.
I love Ed side-eyeing Shay without Shay knowing the whole time. He's like, how much popcorn? Is he going to finish this thing before we get to the movie?
I truly was.
I offered you some. I definitely finished it plus the refill.
Yeah.
So, Che, you're making the order. They're saying, where am I getting this popcorn? You're saying, give me the biggest tub AMC has, butter middle, butter top.
Yep, we're going the AMC tub, butter middle, butter top, a little extra salt on the top. Too.
Will you, because I think we're all in agreement, popcorn is elite.
Yeah.
Movies are great with popcorn. Will you decide on where you're seeing a movie based on the corn?
No, because I went to a Regal last week. I knew what I was getting myself into. But you just have to be aware. I knew I had to salt it extra. So, yeah, you got to make adjustments on the fly like that.
Fair enough.
White Sox Dave.
You gotta have ironclad willpower. I'm gonna go to the dessert menu. I'm gonna go with a chocolate cake shake from Portillo's.
Yep. Yeah, I talked before. I think the eclair cake is the most slept on dessert ever.
Have I tried that yet?
Yeah, I showed it to you when we were interviewing Lance Briggs.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic. The cake shake. I'm chocolate on chocolate on chocolate on chocolate. So I'm going to gravitate towards that on the Portillo's menu specifically. But like, if we aren't going specific cake shake, just give me chocolate ice cream with chocolate brownie bites and chocolate fudge and just all the chocolate you can fucking load into that. But to make things simple, I'm just going to go with cake shake.
I should point out, you can probably get away with this as a drink.
Probably.
Yes, definitely can.
Yeah,
You want to do that?
I was going.
You want to throw it in flex? You want to throw it in flex there, White Sox?
That would be a nice little flex move, wouldn't it?
You don't really drink these.
I use a
Oh,
spoon.
You get.
Yeah.
It gives
I
you a
take the
straw.
cap off.
Yeah, but you could take the cap off and slurp.
You can. I mean, I don't care where he puts it, but to me, this is.
I was going. I'm gonna stick with dessert because
You have a beverage you want?
yeah, I mean it's my death row. There's a lot of beverages I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean I didn't think to try to use that loophole, so I'm not going to. So I'm just gonna keep it in dessert.
I was thinking milkshake for one of my drinks as well, so I would have allowed. What is it called? The cake shake? You said?
They take a big ass. Have you had Portillo's chocolate cake when you've been out here?
Yes.
They take a piece of cake, they put it in the chocolate ice cream, they take a immersion blender and just blend it up so all the little bits are in there, and boom. It's fantastic.
We actually made one
Yeah.
last year, so we can send it to you. Show you how it's made.
I think I've had it once, Portillo's, but the way Ed said "yup," I was like, "Oh, it's co-signed by Ed." The sound he made when you said that, that's how I knew it was good.
Do you guys ever disagree?
Yeah, this guy, I was watching today's Snack Boys or yesterday's Snack Boys. Guy's fucking roasting me for like the first 5 minutes, and my daughter's like, "Why is Eddie so mean to you?" I'm like, "I don't know." You're so
He's a
drunk off
dickhead,
snacks by
isn't
the
he?
end of those.
Everybody after the whole the Dan Bernstein shit, it was like, "Oh, Ed's so nice." I'm like, you don't really know Ed. He's a monster when he wants to be.
You're like, let's hear Bernstein out.
Yeah, like we should hey, hold on. He might have something, that you might agree with down the road.
Sure, he's been an asshole for 30 straight years, but let's hear him out.
Clem.
All right, so I'm kind of going based on this is my thing, and I'm also kind of going with the branding. It's something that is very unique to me, and I think anyone who has had it will agree with it. I'm going with a 2-liter bottle of Santa Coke. What is Santa Coke? It's the Coca-Cola. Around Christmas time, they throw Santa on the bottle, or at least they used to, Dave, before the you-know-who's got involved.
Yeah.
We say Christmas, Merry Christmas around here. We talk about St. Nick. We do the whole thing. And Santa Coke it's the best Coke there is. There's a couple other Cokes that I will not mention, just tidbits. This is number 1 on my board. I want 2-liter bottles of it. Bottles, plural. Keep giving it to me till I'm done. And you know what? Since it's my meal and I'm by myself, I'm going to drink it out of the bottle probably for a little bit. Maybe I'll get a little nice cup that they, like the little, I'll get the red cup from Pizza Hut maybe. Throw some ice in there. It always tastes a little better with some ice. But if I want to drink out of the bottle, I might. It's going to be Santa Coke. Santa Coke is a seasonal thing. So I'll make sure my lawyer will delay my death until at least Christmas season.
Mm-hmm. Why is it better? Because I do agree there is something about the Santa.
I think they bump up the sugar because they know it's Christmas cheer and we're dealing memories, and that's probably how Coke keeps a lot of people. Is they're like, once they have that Santa Coke, they're never going to go back to competitors. We'll say.
I also thought I heard something recently that Coca-Cola is why Santa is red and white. Like they invented that. They invented that marketing.
Wow, that would be incredible.
Like 100 years ago. Yeah. I'll look that up.
I thought it was because a bunch of Russians were taking the magic mushrooms.
That's about the presents under the tree.
Oh, that's right.
Clem's just cooking right now, man. My only con here is that I don't love that you went 2 liter. That's my only con.
I agree with that.
What would you gone, can or 20 ounce?
I would have gone can. Can of Coke was my next pick, or can of Pepsi. Either one, I like them both.
What if you got a glass bottle? That's what I thought you said when he said.
That's
liters.
what I thought he was saying, but he's.
Yeah.
I'm not. I still like it, Clem, because the Santa factor really put it over the edge, which I know you knew what you were doing, but if you just took a 2 liter bottle of Coke, I think you got a less superior bottle.
Now you have 2 children and a wife. You want to die and ruin their holidays? You want to delay your death till then?
I've probably already ruined their holidays even before all this. I probably ruined it right now as of 2024, October 16th. So it's just going to be like the cherry on top of the hell Sunday that I've given them in life. Yeah. The glass bottle would have been nice, but growing up, like this was my thing. I think Santa Coke, I think of it in the 2 liter bottle in my parents' fridge and just hammering it down.
All right, it's to me.
They did it. Coke did this in the 1930s. They made Santa red and white.
Huh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No mess.
I'm going to go with an Italian deli sub. Obviously, I'm keeping it to keep it generic, but the Mr. G from JP Graziano is
the best ever.
The best sandwich.
Yeah.
There's so many good ones around here. Alpine, Conti, Bari, D'Amato's. Like, I don't know. There's just something about a good sub, especially on a Saturday. So I hope I get executed on a Saturday afternoon because Saturday subs are elite.
Staple.
What is the term? Is the sub the terminology around here? Because in Jersey, it's like sub, hoagie, grinder, like depending.
Hero. Who calls it a hero?
Philly, I think, right?
I don't know. I know that somebody calls him that.
I think Philly's hero.
I don't think that's true. I think Philly is
grinder. Yeah, I think Philly's grinder.
Or hoagie.
Hoagie.
Yeah.
We're wedge
hoagie
up here
face.
in Westchester.
Wedge?
Area. Wedge, and no one knows what the fuck. My buddy one came up, fellow big boy like me and Ed, came up for spring break. Like we were going away the night before, so they all stayed here. And it's like, dude, we're having chicken parm wedges. He was so stoked. He's like, what the fuck is this? It's a hero. It's like, oh, dude, we call it wedges around here. And you know that would have killed you too, thinking you're gonna have a chicken parm, something new, and it's a fucking sandwich.
Yeah.
It was devastating. I felt so bad for him.
Yeah. But yeah, and you know what I mean? Like, specifically, if I had to pick one, it'd be the Mr. G.
Yep.
But just an Italian-style deli sub.
Yep.
With jarred on it or no?
I would get jarred oil. I like the oil.
I like the oil, too.
Yeah.
Oil with the eggs is awesome, too.
Yeah. I like the
sear steaks.
I like the heat, but sometimes I don't want the texture of the jarred. On a sandwich, I should say.
Falls out and gets all sloppy.
Yeah. Chief.
Just take a big, cold, 20-ounce beer. Like, that's all I want. I want like a Miller Lite. Like, that is the type of beer that I like. The light Pilsner, whatever you want to call it. But I just want it in like a frosted glass, a big old thing of beer right next to my meal.
I got a question that's been not bothering me, but I've been thinking about since Lance and I went to dinner at Bracero last night. Is there like a temperature that is the ideal temperature for beer? Because I swear to God, we got a beer last night and it was like the perfect temperature.
There probably is. I always feel like when you're at a like late season football game, like those tailgate beers taste better somehow too. Like they're I don't know what it is, if they're like 36 degrees or something like that, but they are better. So there probably is. You could probably look that up. What is the ideal temperature for a beer?
Did you notice that last night?
And I think it's different.
I did notice
it was
it
like
came
I've
out
never
perfect.
been like, oh, that beer is the perfect temperature, but this was like, holy shit, that beer is like
They nailed it.
absolutely perfect temperature.
Yeah, I had Miller Lite on my board, so I think it's a good pick. And especially the problem, obviously, everyone knows with draft beer. It's not specific to any specific beer, but it's just a wild card. The places you go, but if you get a perfect one,
perfect one,
and a frosted glass, that's delicious.
the best.
Yeah.
So I like the pick. Let's talk about Factor. Listen, sweater weather pairs perfectly with savory fall foods, but with your busy schedule, sometimes it's hard to eat the way you'd like to. That's where Factor comes in. Their chefs do the shopping to bring you fresh, never frozen, fully cooked meals right to your doorstep. All you have to do is heat and eat. All their meals are dietitian approved, so you know you're getting the nutrition you need along with the fall flavors you crave. When it comes to meals, everyone wants the same thing, options. That's why Factor offers 35 wholesome meals every week, including Gourmet Plus, Keto, Calorie Smart, Vegan Plus, Veggie, so you'll always find something you love that suits your lifestyle. There's more to Factor than just lunches and dinners, from easy breakfasts and smoothies to delectable midnight snacks. Factor is over 60 plus add-ons to keep you fueled and focused 24/7. And with a plethora of flavors, you'll never get bored. Head to factormeals.com/dogwalk50 and use code dogwalk50 to get 50% off your first box and 20% off your next month. That's code dogwalk50 at factormeals.com/dogwalk50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. Go check out Factor. You're up again.
Ribeye steak. Just a big, 14 ounce, 16 ounce ribeye, pan seared to perfection. Medium rare.
Yeah. Ribeye steak. I don't think anyone's going to argue with that.
I should have noted the filet mignon is going to be medium rare as well.
Okay.
I can't believe you're not like a medium well guy.
Oh, medium rare plus maybe.
Well, you're a alien brain, so yeah. See, he just did it. He just gave me a wink.
Second worst thing he's been called today. Fraud number 1, alien brain 2.
Back to me. I'm going to take a can of Wild Cherry Pepsi. Can, specifically. Can.
I like cans.
Ed, I'm not a can guy. I'm sorry. I'm
Really?
thinking about it. I am a bottle guy. Yeah.
I feel like the 2 liter bottle of soda is the worst packaging to consume soda from.
I agree.
Just because it does get flat. Like,
Yeah,
if you're drinking
Not
it,
on my death row meal, though.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
He's slamming it.
But if you got Kent, you got the fresh carbonation every time you pretty much if you're drinking in that quantity.
Yeah, you could just get like a 12 pack, Clem.
Yeah.
I have to admit, like, I know people who've worked in the beverage industry. They say cans are, like, avoid cans sometimes. That's what they say.
Huh. I don't like that.
For what?
I was in the beverage industry.
Is
For
it
health
true?
reasons?
No.
All right. Well, I was told maybe the company he worked for.
You got to take this with a grain of salt. He works for Big Beverage, and he will tell you anything you need.
Yeah, exactly.
Consuming anything
No,
out of a bottle.
I was specifically Big Plastic with an aluminum top. So I had it coming from both sides. So I don't think there's any health. I don't know what you're saying.
I was always told, like, clean the top of your can before you drink it.
Okay.
But it might have been specific to the place where he worked.
Okay.
Whereas bottle, you don't worry about that.
There's other things you should worry about.
Oh, don't you start with that. Don't you start with the
Like what?
microplastics in the gut. I'm dying. Who gives a fuck? Like, all this shit. Who cares?
Yeah,
Have
exactly.
your can,
You're
have your
right.
bottle. Eat the fucking can.
Because
Doesn't matter.
I will say sometimes you do get a can. It could be a beer or whatever. And if someone's got their freaking finger right on the mouth lid,
Yeah.
it's like, I wish you didn't.
You know, there's plastic in every aluminum can too.
I'm sure.
They spray it with like a plastic liner coating.
I'm sure.
yeah.
But yeah, can. I'm a can guy. I think it tastes the
I
best.
prefer the can as well.
Yeah. And Wild Cherry Pepsi is awesome. So, Clem, you're up.
All right. Well, my entree is weird, so I don't think I'm going to take that. So I guess I'll go with dessert. Dessert, I'm going very unique here. It's more of a description. I want one of those giant fucking cakes that are like tiered, that are huge. I'm talking, you think there's a human inside of it. And it's like a happy birthday, except it says happy death day on the top. And it's going to be fucking, and I'm just going to eat that entire cake again. That'll probably be the thing I eat until I die. And I like try to kill myself by cake. So it's just one of those giant platform cakes. I don't know what they're called.
That's
but
kind
Like a wedding cake?
enormous.
Like a wedding
Like
cake?
a wedding, sure. If there's like 100,000 guests at the wedding, I want the biggest cake in the world, basically.
like-
and it has to be platform. You know, it goes like up and up and up.
Yeah.
And that's what I want it
Clem's
to be.
acting like they're going to the fucking Cake Boss for this guy's death row meal. That's crazy.
You fucking better. I mean, we're going to Al's Pizza. We're going to
The
Mickey
fucking
D's. We're going
taxpayers.
to Chief's mom's house. Everyone's fucking invited.
So multi-platform cake.
Multi-platform cake will go vanilla frosting, rainbow sprinkles, yellow cake on the inside. I'm a yellow cake guy. If you want to be specific on it all, but I just wanted the thing to be big, and I guess Happy Death Day instead of Happy Birthday on the top. It's a little fun. I probably got arrested for some sick shit. They'll be like, that guy's sick. He wrote Happy Death Day on his own dessert. That's meal.
Oh man, Clem, that's quite the pick. That's the first pick you have that I don't really love, though. Anybody
That's
else?
gonna look good in the graphic. Giant cake, gigantic, oversized cake. Novelty.
I like
size cake.
it.
Yeah.
I love cake.
You bring all the desserts into the Chicago office tomorrow. I'll tell you which one's stopping the show. Mine.
I mean,
Stopping the show, but I think would have the most left over.
I fucking hope so. 200 pounds worth of cake. Minimum. 400 pounds worth of cake. Fuck it.
All right. White Sox Dave, you're back up.
I'm going with the side. I'm going with bacon. Just give me a mountain of bacon. That's all I need. Actually, that's if you want to put it as this, just bring out a full slab of cooked bacon. Just 1 pound, like
pound
the
of bacon.
standard
Full slab of bacon.
full slab of bacon. Just cook it, put it on a plate, and I'll take care of the rest.
I like it.
How do you like your bacon?
I'm not picky. If it's a little on the rubbery side, I'll eat it. If it's burnt to a crisp, I'll eat it.
Okay.
So I'm not picky. Bacon, I like it in all forms. I think I've said this on the show. I heard one time like 20 years ago, and it's one of those things that I heard. It's probably wrong, but I'll pass it off and believe it for the rest of my life. I heard it triggers the same like neurons in your brain that crack does. So that's why people like it so much, is because it triggers like the same,
Like a dopamine?
yeah, dopamine or whatever. So just bacon.
Hard to poke a hole in that.
Yeah.
is there a specific cut, like the thick cut bacon?
I
Super well done.
I think my last meal I want the thick.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I will
But
say.
if you just give me standard Oscar Mayer bacon, I'll be cool with it.
I will say I think you saved your pick by saying a full slab. Because if they just rolled out three
slices?
pieces,
Yeah, no. So
that's a bad pick then.
in college, obviously everybody has a cafeteria. I would literally just get a plate of bacon. And sometimes I'd put some like maple syrup on it and on top. Yeah.
Nice.
That's good.
If I'm at like a continental breakfast, same thing.
Che, you need an appetizer
Yep.
and a drink.
Yes. So give me a ruling on this, because there is some partial overlap. My drink choice was going to be, and I don't want to, we have sponsorships, a Mexican cola in a glass bottle. Does that step on other people's selections?
The fact that it uses real sugar, I think it qualifies personally.
It's different. Yeah.
It's a way better pick than Clem's.
I agree with that.
Thank you. That would be my
Couple
pick.
people
For
who
the
ate
drink.
Christmas right there for the listeners at home. Remember that, Santa? When you come down the chimney, don't give them shit.
But I've got to be specific too. This is not one, because it's whatever, 12 ounces. This is going to be a couple of them, especially if I got popcorn there and a steak. We're probably doing 3-ish. Three or so Mexican colas.
Yeah, same thing with the can of Pepsi too. by
Yes.
the way.
Yeah.
Like
Yes,
it's not just
yes.
doing one.
Glass
Yeah.
bottle.
Yeah.
But yeah, perfectly refrigerated, perfectly cold, just goes perfectly with the popcorn. We save for the hot fudge sundae with the end. It goes the filet mignon too. It just brings out everything. It's perfect.
I never drink soda really anymore, but there is something about the soda with the movie theater popcorn that is just like an unbeatable
That salty,
combo.
sweet combo.
Yeah.
It really is
It
great.
really is awesome.
You want to know how to take your movie experience to the next level? You got the popcorn, you got the soda. I love doing it when AMC theaters, they have their big thing where it's like, the popcorn over. When the guy, and this one I think has been phased out a little bit, but when the guy puts his arm around the girl and takes a sip of the soda, you take a sip of the soda too. Oh,
Nice.
oh, So good.
I want to talk about Ghost Energy here for a second. It's fully transparent, fully loaded, feel-good energy with 0 sugars, no artificial flavors, and 200 milligrams of natural caffeine with a fully transparent label that actually showcases every ingredient amount of what's in the can. It gives you some heightened focused. I released my top 8 flavors, and I got to tell you right now, you're going to want to get in the Welch's Grape Train. It is phenomenal. It is their brand new permanent flavor. It's Welch's Grape. It matches the grape juice. It's honestly crazy how well they've been able to do that. It gives you like juice box vibes or kind of like that New Year's Eve sparkling grape juice memory. So it's in stores now and it's here to stay. They also got other great ones like Warheads, Sour Patch Kids, Swedish Fish, and a little something for everyone. So go check out Ghost. You could find Ghost Energy at your local grocery store or convenience store. For the full lineup and flavors, visit drinkghost.com. You won't be disappointed. I love Ghost. They're my favorite new partner that we've gotten, and it's good stuff. So go check out drinkghost.com. All right, Che, you're up again. You need an appetizer.
Okay. So
Che, don't fill up on bubbles, by the way. Don't fill up on bubbles. You got that little baby steak. Don't fill up on the bubbles.
This worked out perfectly. These were my top pick in each category because I'm going with, for the appetizer, Margaritaville Volcano Nachos. These are the big boys. A giant plate of nachos. Oh, it is just perfection. We got ground beef. It's toasted nicely. It's not like too gooey or anything like that. We got shredded cheese. We got the Margaritaville salsa. You also got jack cheese and cheddar. 13-ounce bag of tortilla chips, queso dip. You got diced tomatoes, green onions sliced on the top. Looks so nice. Got guac, sour cream, jalapeno. Oh, this is just a beautiful meal. And this is why you go with the 7-ounce filet mignon, because you love the steak, but you're getting filled up on popcorn and nachos too.
Nachos are awesome.
Nachos are great. Love nachos.
Listen, I like nachos, but obviously there are some downsides to them. And especially if you eat them yourself, if you don't get to them fast.
That's just
you get the wet, chips that you could ball up and throw them at someone.
But we already established this.
Yeah, everything's hot.
But this is not that though. Those get soggy after.
Depends on what kind of cheese you have. If you have that little pour over bullshit liquid cheese, sure. But I think if you have the good Colby Jack melted on there,
I'm just saying. I hope you have a good chef that day.
You're also. Take a look at this thing. Look, this is a tower.
But
when this thing comes out, it is a show. I believe these are $30 nachos.
Really?
Or at least they were one of the last times I was there.
I appreciate you picked a brand though.
Oh yeah, the Margaritaville does it good.
Really?
Yes.
I never even heard of these.
Yes.
I can't say I've ever been to a market.
Have these come across your desk, Clem?
Now that he mentions it, when we went to Jamaica 3 years in a row because the drinkers could drink, the druggies could drug, and it was beautiful. And we would be right next. The place where we hung out every day was Margaritaville. They had party stuff going on, and the only thing we would eat every single day was Margaritaville burgers and whatever. And the nachos just brought this back to me 20 years ago, Che.
Yep.
Nachos were legit. And, you could probably get some authentic Jamaican shit, which was fine and good. But for just a bunch of suburban college kids, those nachos got us through a lot of alcohol, man. They were fun. I don't know if it was the booze talking, the weed talking. They were singing to me, brother.
It looks good.
Thank you.
White Sox Dave, you need a drink.
All right, I'm pulling up the rear. I don't need any booze. I don't need to stay hydrated. If I am taking this exact meal that I've drafted thus far, this isn't too different than what I would just eat on a normal night when I'm having my favorite meal. And every time I do that, I'm polishing it off with an ice fucking cold glass. Probably going to be like 3 glasses of milk.
I love milk. I'm not going to.
That's crazy. Milk?
That's my favorite thing to drink.
Oh, this is just a horrible meal. You got milk, pizza, mozzarella sticks, a cake shake, and
if
bacon.
I'm eating an Al's pizza, I am finishing that meal 100% of the time with a glass of milk.
That's a lot of dairy.
100%.
That's a lot of
I
dairy.
live in Chicago. We're in the dairy capital of the world.
Hey, teach their own. I'm not criticizing.
Midwest.
I didn't realize it until Shay pointed it out.
4 dairy picks.
I love dairy.
What are we going? Whole milk, 2%?
2%. 2%. Whole milk's too much. I love whole milk. I love whole milk, but with a meal, it's like a meal itself. So I go 2%.
You don't like this one, huh, Stevie?
This is worse than Chief's mom's potatoes.
You don't like mashed potatoes?
I do like mashed potatoes.
Right. Exactly.
I don't think you get what we're doing.
I don't think you do. You can pick anything.
And I picked the absolute 100% liquid
2%,
that I
actually.
would consume. That I would consume if I were on death row and was my last meal. Yes.
Oh, God.
Don't talk shit about Marianne's potatoes.
Just a horrific slate
You
of
drafted
meal.
popcorn
Movie
for your
movie theater
fucking
popcorn.
last meal.
Yeah.
No one
Definitely.
has ever picked movie popcorn for their last meal in like real life.
I don't think it's crazy though.
You could have went cake shake with the beverage. You chose milk.
Yeah, milk and the cake shake would fucking be perfect for each other.
a little too much.
Wash it down.
A little too much.
Oh, now it's too much dairy because Ed says it, Mr. Chicago himself. What the fuck, guys?
I like milk. I don't know if I would have added milk to the other things.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
The combination.
You could have had the milkshake as the bev. And then,
Okay.
I don't
what do
think
you
milk
want?
on itself is a bad pick though, and it's very Dave. Like
Yeah.
I don't like milk. It's not for me, but I don't like to say that people don't like milk.
Yeah, that's
is
it's,
nuts.
oh my fucking god, milk.
Now milk after the cake shake is a little.
You could pick any beverage.
And I picked my absolute 1-1 favorite
You
beverage.
didn't even go whole milk. 2%.
That's his favorite.
Once again,
You're
I picked
watering
my
down your own
absolute favorite heaviest hitter. It is my 1-1.
Certainly not your heaviest hitter. There is a heavier hitting milk that is, by definition, 50 times better. More milk than that.
Damn.
2%.
how did you guys? You guys have been out there for what, a year now? When did this HQ open?
Yeah, about a year.
About a year.
We were talking about a Che White Sox Dave show where they just butt heads, and it's a year you guys still haven't done it. And we
It's a brain
occasionally get
clash.
cases like this.
We've done it. We've done one dog walk. We did one brain clash.
You gotta do
I
those
need
again.
more, Ed. I need more from home.
Milk.
You guys have it in the office. You probably see stuff off camera. I need this confrontation.
It's difficult to get milk in just like a single serving because nobody just picks milk to have. Like if you go to 7-Eleven, I guess you got a little.
They
think
always
the- I
have
think
milk.
the
in-
Yeah,
It's like
they
always
do.
have
Like
milk at
Nesquik.
7-Eleven.
They
like
have
this.
it. They have plenty of milk in individual servings at 7-Eleven. Any single one you walk into.
100%. Dave's right about that.
They got.
Do you
way
want to
more
go
of
to? Do
everything
you want
else.
to? Do you want to go to 3 different 7-Elevens? We can't do it tonight. Tomorrow, and see if they have individual milks at them.
That sounds like an awful time, but I'm
You're the
I'm
one.
saying-
You're the one who said the craziness. I don't
Yeah,
want to do
that's-
it either. I want nothing to do with going to do that with you, but I need to prove a
the
point.
standard milk you get is not an individual serving. It's not the like
Sure it is.
16-ounce milk.
So
The
hold on.
standard that they sell at the grocery store is just like a giant milk for kids, for cereal, for things like that.
Yeah, I would say
gallon?
a gallon is.
I'd say a half gallon is normal, but yeah, but like this.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Most of them are like the half
get-
gallon.
it's half,
the-
or
the
I'd say it's
cardboard or whatever
50-50.
that is.
If you go to Whole Foods, I would say the vast majority is in half gallon in the paper
think
carton.
so.
I would
Yeah,
say it's
yeah,
a
that's what I got.
complete 50-50 split, but
What kind of apparatus are you drinking this out of? What is
out
the
of
size?
the glass, deli glass. Hold on.
I know what you're talking
Okay.
about.
You kn-
Okay, like a 16-ounce glass.
I think it's 16 ounce.
There are 40 billion pounds of milk sold in
exact glass right here. That's,
I mean, kids drink it. It's also for cereal.
that exact
I'm
glass.
not
Measure milk
doubting
by
milk
pounds?
is popular.
40 billion pounds. Is
my mom stopped buying milk growing up because she would come home from the grocery store, and the gallon that she would come home with would be gone that night because I would finish it throughout the day. So she's just like, fuck
Let's
you. I'm
put
not
a
buying
bet
anymore.
down here. If Che goes to X amount of 7-Elevens and
They
can find
do sell it. They do
a
sell it.
non-individual,
I'm just saying it's not one of the more popular sellers. Like it's very rare. I feel like you go to 7-Eleven, you're like, oh, there's a guy with a fucking 16-ounce milk.
in my
I
head,
think you're
Dave
forgetting
is getting like an Orboweiss or something.
Yeah, and
pouring it into a glass.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
I mean,
Hey,
milk.
he said glass. He said
Milk
glass.
hits different out of this glass that you get at like a breakfast diner.
Definitely
But I
does.
think, Che, you're discounting. People do get like a donut and a little milk. Like that's a.
People drink milk all the time.
Yeah.
40,
Have you
40
ever been
billion
to
pounds a year?
Have you ever
16
been to a
ounces,
cafeteria of any sort and you get the little boxed milk? That's
Sure.
an individual milk.
Okay, fair. If we're talking about those little milk, but those are what, like
No,
8
with
ounces?
pizza, mozzarella.
You're
sticks
moving the
and a cake,
goalposts like by miles and miles and miles now.
Milk is a bad pick. You could have picked any beverage out there. You picked
And I picked my absolute like 1-1
You can
what
have
my
chocolate
favorite.
milk.
Of course I could have picked. Oh yeah,
I
let's
like-
get fucked up on beer, bro. Like I'm going with what I wanted.
I like.
So it's
regular
not a
milk
horrible
better than
pick.
chocolate milk.
You like regular milk
Shay
better
hit
than
him with the
chocolate
wrong
milk?
burgundy milk was a bad choice. That was incredible. I don't think he meant to do that.
You like regular more than chocolate, Chief?
I think so. Yeah.
That's a shocker.
I do too.
Clem, you're up.
It's a shocker that
Okay.
you like chocolate better. Of course, you like chocolate better.
Chocolate milk.
Well, I didn't say anything. Of course I do. But actually, there's kind of a push for me
Then what are you talking about?
because it's just I don't think anyone would have guessed that you like white milk, that you like chocolate more than vanilla milk or
Vanilla milk.
milk chocolate.
Vanilla
You know
milk.
what I'm saying?
That's
Regular.
what. That's how your brain is.
Clem, you're up.
I have a couple I have one that just can't fit because of the way my draft broke. One that I don't really love. Entree was just tough for me. Could have done filet but that was 1-1 as it should be. I'm between a very personal pick, like a mom home cooked meal. However,
Oh, don't do that.
I missed last round, so
last round, you can do whatever here, baby. However, you know what? Fuck it, boys. We're gonna have ourselves. And this one, it actually warms my soul to be sharing with my boys here because this has been on the calendar for a while. But you know what's gonna really piss off the cops when they see me on my death row, not only having a meal but also a show. We're doing some hibachi. Boys.
Oh.
Let's fucking get the onion volcano going. We're gonna throw he makes the egg spin. He goes egg roll, ha ha ha. We're gonna be throwing stuff in my mouth. Sake, maybe not. Not sure what the rules are on that. We're going with some hibachi for our entree, and we're gonna have ourselves a hell of a time before we head to wherever we're headed after the death penalty is carried out. And I'll do. Now, can I do I do the filet chicken combo?
Clem.
Is that allowed, or is filet off the board?
Clem, I'm looking around this room and I see some guys who look anxious to veto this.
I feel like
You can't.
the hibachi covers all the categories.
Yeah, I didn't pick Italian food.
Clem looks like someone
See
just
that coming?
off his face there was all time.
All right, I'm taking back my hibachi.
I love hibachi,
Invite
but
you
it's like
guys.
you get an appetizer, a side, a main course.
Yeah,
I
all with
think you could
hibachi.
pick a hibachi,
Sure,
like a hibachi
but-
chicken, hibachi steak. I think you could do that, or hibachi
But he's got the onion.
trio or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like
Yeah, I
Just
don't-
put a picture of the guy cooking and the fucking meats. I don't need all the bullshit. The rice, yeah, I'm fine with no rice, no.
So
noodles.
I almost feel like if you take hibachi, you got to find a way for the guy to make the wedding cake on the hibachi.
Oh, that would be awesome. Can we do that?
I'm sure they can. They're magicians.
So were you
Yeah, they
taking
are
hibachi trio, hibachi steak, or what? Hibachi steak and chicken?
Hibachi surf and turf.
Well, he doesn't like surf.
Yeah, I'm a hibachi steak and chicken guy. I mean, if you guys want to put up the vote, put up the vote. I don't
Right
care.
or
but,
no? Or you guys tell me.
I don't know what he's drafting really.
He's taking a grill.
What's the
He's taking a flat top grill.
Yeah.
well, let's see
I
what
was
the
thinking
Benihana menu.
the steak and chicken hibachi was what I was thinking, but I guess you are getting other shit. I guess I'm getting the miso soup and the salad. I don't want that either. I don't want the noodles.
We got. Sorry, I hate to interrupt this. There is a story in the Athletic saying that Jerry Reinsdorf is open to selling the White Sox.
Oh wow.
David.
I heard you. I need to
Process.
process what I
If you Google hibachi steak, I think I'm fine with you taking hibachi steak and chicken.
Brittany Garoli, my girl. Sorry, I'm distracted now.
Oh, why'd you have to do that?
Yeah, why'd you have
We're
to
almost
do that?
done.
I wanted his reaction live.
Okay.
Yeah, how is it? Let's hear it.
I'm on the Benihana menu right now. Steak and chicken. It says 5-course meal served with Benihana onion soup, Benihana salad.
Can I say
Hibachi
something?
appetizer,
I'm just gonna
hibachi
go ahead and
vegetables.
veto. There's you didn't take in a food item.
I said steak and chicken.
Benihani. Oh,
Does Che or Chief, will either of you veto?
I'm not going to in the spirit of this. Like I understand what he means, but then I also think it detracts from it because you don't get the vegetables. And the shrimp appetizer where they're doing that. I think that's part of the fun.
Yeah.
I do really like it.
You're just watching a guy sear a steak.
So it's down to you, Chief. Do you veto or no?
If how do you guarantee he only gets a flat top hibachi grilled steak? That's really what you're, right?
Yeah, like it's a hibachi steak and chicken. That's it. Like it comes out.
Steak and chicken?
Yeah, I guess well, it is an actual.
Can't get the combo?
Yeah, it is a combo. It is a thing.
All right, fine.
You're fine with it?
I guess. But no vegetables or rice.
No, none of that.
All right, the vegetables don't count, and I'm not even a big veggie guy, as you guys can tell.
Yeah, this prison
I won't
will
take
not.
the rice. I won't take the noodles.
You will not be getting your onion volcano. I'm sorry.
One of the no, I will not agree to that. I will not agree to that. You need the onion for the flavor. They don't give you the onion. They don't serve it. That's just part of the show. And get some flavor on the fucking board.
All right, I don't care. You want your hibachi chicken steak and chicken, then you can have it.
I think it's a good pick. But
Thank you, fellas. I want to say to White Sox Dave, vetoing a guy who clearly was that passionate when your owner might sell, maybe not the best mojo move. Maybe should have allowed me to get that one.
I haven't been listening to you guys for the last 2 minutes, so I'm sorry for whatever you're mad at me for.
or it's to me. I need a dessert. I'm between two. You tell me if this is dessert. It's trash. It's boxed, but it's one of those things where I'd need to have it if I'm about to die. I'm going with 2 Entenmann's donuts. The rich frosted.
The chocolate ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking awesome. The gas station donuts, they're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You don't like dunking them in milk?
Yes, I did have. Did I put with milk? But I don't have milk, so I don't know if that would work.
I mean, you could have milk with it.
Can I?
I think I'm fine with the donuts.
I love.
Clem, you got your head down.
Why do you keep limiting yourself, Ed? Get the fucking box of Entenmann's. Why are you getting 2 donuts with your 2 hash browns? Get a box. I could go through a box right now if I bought it. Why are you limiting yourself on death row with 2 donuts?
You're right. I guess because we're just reading beforehand, you see like all these guys were getting certain number items.
I actually never knew that all that was public information.
Yeah.
Until you said so.
Yeah.
Gotta know what taxpayers are paying
every
for.
item I have.
Yeah, it's a fair.
Yeah, I'm not worried about wasting food for this meal.
Che is. He
Well,
doesn't
yeah,
want a
he
full
doesn't
stomach.
want-
That's why I only got a 7 ounce.
He wants to get a Peloton ride in after.
Had to save the room for the volcano nachos.
But
You like the pick?
I'm okay with it. It's not my favorite dessert, but they're always good.
yeah, they're always good. They're one of those things that are just
What are you laughing at?
I really did derail the whole drive with Dave.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm back paying attention.
Okay.
I got my tweet out.
All right, yeah. 2 Entenmann's donuts with 2 Entenmann's donuts. Chief.
Why? I can't.
Yeah, I don't know.
2 isn't even like the appetite isn't even going. My salad. I'm not done salivating after the second donut. Ed. Why limit yourself to 2?
Hold on, question. Are you taking the long box of 12, or are you taking the bag of the little minis?
So you're taking two donuts.
Two.
long
2
box.
out of the box.
Okay.
Out of the long box. The mini ones,
Yeah, why not just get the box, you banana head?
like I said, I don't know. In my head, this is all quantified. Chief, Mr. Irrelevant, you need
An app.
Yeah.
I feel like all my apps got taken. Nachos was going to be my last pick, but I'll just go with a lobster bisque. Steakhouse classic lobster bisque.
I like that pick.
Yeah.
It kind of completes your meal.
Yeah, but
You have a well-rounded meal.
yeah, but I feel like death rows aren't necessarily well-rounded, so I'm not going to take that into account. This is basically when
Why don't you take it into account in your own head and let everybody else make up their own mind? So it's swaying the room.
I'm not swaying the room. I'm just being honest. Death row meals don't have to make sense.
That wasn't my plan.
I know, but
Yeah.
you did.
Yeah,
You
just worked out that way.
Yeah. Just saying, you did. Shouldn't there's not extra points because you made the most.
Well,
normal
wait a
meal.
second though, because you guys also were like, "Hey, Dave, that's too much dairy." So which one is it?
Too much dairy. I don't know.
Dave's
I'm on.
I didn't say that. I said
Everybody was saying.
I said I don't like the milk after the cake shake. That was it. That's all I said. I said I don't like milk anyways.
I would say
well, if you get negative points for having too much dairy, but you don't get positive points for having a meal that goes together.
I think it's all about do you have 5
that
delicious
doesn't-
items. That's it.
The lobster bisque and then the beer after, some potential for not great there.
Why?
What are you? You're taking your last bite and going and getting lethally injected with like cyanide. What are you worrying about? Your tummy or your
How soon after you finish eating your last meal are you killed?
I don't know, actually.
I feel like
you walk down the Green Mile and you're dead.
I think you might have
I don't know.
I think it's the next day.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like you wake up and
like this is dinner. You're gonna get killed.
that's got to be the weight has got to be the worst part, right?
You get the meal a day or two before execution.
Okay, so it's not even really your last meal.
Alcohol and tobacco are usually, but not always, denied. Beer could be a problem. I'd let it go. I'd let it go.
Yeah, they'd let them get a 12-ounce glass of Miller Lite. All right, let's do honorable mentions.
Outback.
Let's start with main course.
Oh,
Start with main course. I had a bacon, egg, and cheese.
I had a sausage, egg, and cheese. I had chicken pot pie. Marianne's.
I had a ribs, but that's only if it's like my personal
Gale Street. I
Yeah,
saw you went there the other night.
Yeah, like Gale Street ribs would 1,000% be at my last meal.
I had baby back ribs as well, and that was the first thing that came in my mind was baby back ribs. But you need to know it's a good one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm going there with you, Ed. We're going to Gales. You promised me last time we'll go there. And we got to go to Al's, too, if it's fucking death row eligible. I got to try Al's.
Al's is very good.
Yeah.
Any other entrees?
Smash burger.
Yeah. I had burger.
And then pasta. Just whatever. Pick a pasta.
Let's go.
I got vetoed on hibachi. And it was weird with the graphic, too. I don't want the M&M fucking restaurant. I want my mom's spaghetti and meatballs. Mom's spaghetti. So that was my go-to. That's like nostalgia number one dish. Costco hot dog. If I hadn't gotten the pigs in a blanket, I was going to go with the Costco dog as well. Just go with the brand at that point. But double dog, it's too much.
Sides.
I mean,
I had one that I would have loved to have been able to take if I didn't get bacon. Just pancakes with real maple syrup, like not the gross ass like corn syrup maple syrup, but like real Canadian maple syrup is fucking. Awesome.
I gave you some from my cousin, right?
I don't think you did.
Oh, he makes his own. I love the Portillo's fries, crinkle cut fries.
Yep. Che, any sides?
I didn't have a great one, which is why I was kind of angling for the popcorn to be a side. I had crispy Brussels sprouts, which I really like, but I didn't think that was a very strong option.
Okay.
I like them.
Spinach, cream spinach is good. But
David, anything?
No.
Clem, anything?
I don't have a go-to, but a good mac and cheese, homemade mac and cheese, I think could really do the number trick there. And it's a divisive pick. I love it. I get mad people hate on it so much because they say it's seasonal. Stuffing is so fucking good. And I'm ready to fight all the haters November 1st and fucking Thanksgiving when they say it's seasonal or it's not that great. It's fucking awesome. When done right. Like
I agree. I love
right.
stuffing. I love stuffing. It is absolutely a seasonal thing. I don't think I've ever had it outside the month of November.
I could have it right now.
I could.
I'm gonna have it for dinner right now.
Yeah, but people don't.
I know, but he would eat it all the time if he could.
What stuff?
I don't need the fancy. I just need the shitty Betty Crocker box stuffing too.
I don't think the box.
Yeah. What's the stovetop? I like stovetop.
Or stovetop, yeah.
I have a bunch. Fries, waffle fries is like my main pick, but that's another thing where like ribs, I didn't trust like people to realize like the perfect kind I want because I don't think Chick-fil-A's ones are the ideal ones.
They're not crunchy enough.
Yeah, like the orange, like seasoned ones that you get at like Bird's Nest. Clem said mac and cheese, onion rings. This was a whole new category that nobody dipped into, but I have Doritos, cheddar and sour cream Ruffles, wild berry Skittles, Reese's, Snickers. Like that's like a whole, like the candy and snack aisle didn't get touched, but for right reason.
That's my snack boy right there. I love it.
For right reason. Let's do beverages now. Does anybody have any beverages?
I had one San Pellegrino Limon soda. I love. That'd be a great last. If the Mexican the Mexican cola got vetoed, that probably would have.
That was it.
Yeah, I mean, I drink a lot of sparkling water too, so
I drink a ton of it.
Yeah.
Dave, anything?
I had zombie dust, but that like I don't really like IPAs that much, but that one I fucking love. Horchata, I love, and then just ice water. But I don't need like a beer for my last meal personally. Yeah. That's just me.
Clem?
Riptide Rush Gatorade probably would be up there. Let's see. Body Armor, High Noon, Coors Light, Miller Light.
Yeah.
What else do we have here? Pink Whitney.
Exactly.
High Noon.
I do love Guinness too. Like Guinness, like you can have one. Guinness.
So that's what I was thinking of. Guinness is because that's like one you would just have one for a beer.
Typically,
it's easier.
Yeah.
I had Coke, obviously, and I had Dr. Pepper as well. Appetizers, Che.
Outback Bloomin' Onion, I think, was on my list. Two others I had. Do you guys have the chain restaurant, the Smith out here, which is like kind of a...
They just got one, yeah.
They have a very good chips, like potato chips, homemade potato chips, with, kind of like they're more brown, like almost like russet chips with like this melted blue cheese on top, which is very good. And then another place that I think is like a sister shop of them called Hillstone. Do you guys know that?
I heard it's awesome.
I don't have
very good.
Do we have one?
No.
Oh, okay.
I heard it's awesome.
They have a spicy tuna over crispy rice appetizer that is outstanding.
Crispy rice, awesome.
Yeah.
The Smith here is not far from River North.
Is it?
River North, yeah.
You got any apps on your honorable mention?
My app list was kind of picked over here.
White Sox Dave, any apps?
Jalapeno poppers, love them.
Mm-hmm.
Potato skins, like I don't think anything on an Applebee's menu.
Yeah, I got potato skins too. Clem, anything?
Munchie Mania from Friendly's, a little regional here, but that's kind of a sampler, and I didn't want to open up the sampler fucking peas. I think when it's not the appetizer draft, you could do a sampler, but I wasn't going to get into that fucking foxhole right now.
I have a few. Obviously, French onion soup.
I'm surprised you didn't take that. Actually,
it was tough.
Yeah.
It was really tough. Buffalo wings staring at your eye, like those are two titans. You know. I don't know where I would have fit an Auntie Anne's pretzel in there, but I love them. I have Cheddar Bay biscuits,
dude. So, Lance, we had Cheddar Bays last night on steroids. Holy fucking shit! But
Cheddar Bay's from
of course I know that, but we had like the fancy 5-star restaurant their version, the greatest things of all time.
Yeah,
they're unbelievably good.
I don't think I've ever been to Red Lobster before. I'm interested to try their. It is Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Can we go? Can I come with you? Can we do it?
Sure.
I would love to take you.
Yeah, I'm seafood's like I'm okay on seafood.
There's other things you get, but like we could leave after that. We could get a drink and leave if you want.
The biscuits.
They're that good.
Yes.
Really.
Okay.
They're that good.
All right.
And then my last appetizer was buffalo chicken dip. Can't have enough of it on Super Bowl.
Yep. Good pick.
Desserts, Chief.
I mean, chocolate chip cookie is. But I was only going to do it if I could get that and milk, and felt like that
I
was
think
tough to execute.
Che, anything?
There is an ice cream place in Philadelphia called the Franklin Mint, and they have a Franklin Mint Sunday, which is chocolate chip mint ice cream, the green chocolate chip mint with a bunch of Sunday toppings. It is very good. So that was my other choice.
Dave?
See, I don't need the like fancy steakhouse. I just need a pint of Rocky Road, like Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Like, just give me the cheap $5 pint of it, and I'm completely content after that. And then
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
And then what?
Pretty much it.
Clem?
Either cookie dough or half baked Ben and Jerry's was on the list. And again, regional, but like going back to nostalgia, if I can get the old Friendly Conehead Sunday, it would be kind of like my last way. It was something I got when I was like 5 years old, and I'm about to be put to death and, put in the fucking earth. So that would be a nice little way to round out the life there.
Out here, I was unfamiliar with this brand back east, but Jenny's ice cream is
that's awesome.
That's not national.
I think
they originated in Ohio.
Okay,
and then they have
Jenny's is great.
They have since branched off, and it's like it's definitely a chain here now. But
Clem, do they have that in New York? Jenny's
ice cream? I haven't seen it. I think last time I was on here, we were talking about it. I'm going to try to find like a
really good
or something.
It's very good. Very good.
I have two things here. I don't know if this would have counted either. I love a Cinnabon.
I think they would. I think they could have got that dessert or appetizer.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Dessert.
You think for an appetizer?
I think so.
Yeah.
Cinnabon has like their certain type of cinnamon trademark.
Oh, really?
Nobody else could use that type of cinnamon.
Maybe you told me that.
Yeah, that's why it tastes Like you could have any other type of cinnamon roll. There won't be a difference because.
Are they the ones that just put that in the ovens at the mall? So they have the smell goes crazy throughout.
I'm sure they do.
There's somebody. It's either them or
Auntie Anne's.
Yeah,
one of the two.
Maybe Mrs. Fields. Somebody does that where they just bake the.
It's one of them.
The sugar and the cinnamon to get you walking over.
I fucking knew it. So in my hometown, Westfield, New Jersey, very nice downtown, walkable, lots of shops, restaurants, Gap, movie theater, all that shit. A store opened up called Cinnaholic.
Yeah.
And I saw that. I was like, how the fuck is this place going to survive? In a mall, I get it because you can, walk by, have a cinnamon bun. In an airport, I get it. In a downtown with other restaurants where you have to physically go into a door to get this place, I was like, there's no way this place is going to survive. Just checked, permanently closed.
Damn.
It was on Shark Tank. That's why it was like a big thing on Shark Tank. Yeah. I think you underestimate. I mean, obviously not in that area, but I think you underestimate how much people like cinnamon rolls. So, there's a reason why. Sure. But yeah, I think that they're great in malls and airports. Standalone shop, no. And then my last one was Maggiano's has an awesome cheesecake.
I've never been a big cheesecake guy.
Really? And Cheesecake Factory is an awesome cheesecake too, obviously.
I would hope so.
Yeah. All right, I'll read them off, we'll vote, and then we'll get out of here. So this is the meal you would least like to have. Okay? Steven Cheah 7-ounce filet Wagyu from Morton's, hot fudge sundae, movie theater popcorn, Mexican Coke, Margaritaville volcano, nachos. White Sox Dave, Chicago style thin crust, mozzarella sticks, Portillo's chocolate cake shake, full slab of bacon, glass of 2% milk. Clem, pigs in a blanket, McDonald's supersize fry, 2-liter bottle of Santa Coke, multi-platform cake, hibachi steak and chicken. Eddie, buffalo wings, 2 McDonald's hash browns, Italian deli sub, can of wild cherry Pepsi, 2 Entenmann's donuts. Chief, Reese's Blizzard, mashed potatoes, glass of Miller Lite, ribeye steak, lobster bisque.
How are we voting this?
Just write on like a blank page of like who you the meal you wouldn't want to have. You could just write out like a blank text or something. Clem, you're up.
Chief. He had a good list. It's just the other ones kind of just hit me the most.
Chief, what do you got?
I was between Clem and Dave. I think I'm going Dave.
Che, who do you got?
Milk Boy.
Milk Boy. All right, so 2 for Dave, 1 for Chief. Dave, who you got?
I got Clem.
Okay, 1 for Clem. So what are we at right now? 1 for Chief.
1 for me, 1 for Chief, 2 for Dave.
I voted for Chief as well. So who is Lance. Lance is the tiebreaker between Dave and Chief.
Can you read me their list one more time?
Yes. So White Sox Dave, Chicago style thin crust, mozzarella sticks, Portillo's chocolate cake shake, full slab of bacon, glass of 2% milk. Chief, Reese's Blizzard, mashed potatoes, glass of Miller Lite, ribeye steak, lobster bisque.
I really don't like drinking milk for any reason. I'm really not a milk guy. I'll have milk in my cereal. So I think for that, I'd have to vote Dave. The beverage would kill me. I'd have no beverage eating that meal because I wouldn't drink the milk. So I'd have to vote Dave.
All right.
Sorry, Dave.
Dave, you're bounced.
You guys are insane. I had the best list by far.
For the record, I didn't think your list was bad.
No.
At all.
I think everyone did good, and it's to their specificity. I don't know. I think everyone had a good draft.
I feel like I have basically had my meal with Eddie many times.
Yeah, no, I like your meal.
Right.
I wasn't anything. I'm just saying if it was my last thing, like I'd be like, I'll just, I don't know.
Eat some trash.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I want to die as a trash.
For the record, I thought Dave's draft was horrible.
What
I took my headphones off, but
I'm sitting next to you.
I was about to address Clem. Steven. Pigs in a blanket, while they're fine, that's like couldn't be farther from my last meal.
I wouldn't. I'd rather them inject milk into me than make me drink it in my last meal. I just didn't feel like talking about it, Dave. It's fine. To each their own. Live and let live, as you say.
Yeah. All right then, fellas. That's it. Jay, Clem, thank you.
Good draft.
Yeah, good draft. All right, that's it, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. See you then.